Let our hearts come together. Listen to the quiet callings. Now's the time as we gather for the quiet calling Vespers, for the quiet calling Vespers. Come, 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 welcome. Come, 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 welcome. From north and south and east and west. Come, come, welcome. Our hearts are awakened, our spirits united. Come, 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 welcome. As our souls lean in and feel and hear the pure essence of a quiet calling. Welcome, come.
Welcome to Quiet Callings. We're glad you took this time for your spirit. During this time, please allow yourself to enter fully into this space. Let the day fall from you. Unhook the garment of busyness and settle into a comfortable position. Take a deep breath and be here now. Feel free to light a candle at your table to reflect a joy or sorrow you bring into this circle, an ancestor or loved one you hold in your heart, or someone you wish to offer healing. Invite them in. And let us center ourselves for a time of reflection, meditation, and renewal with these words from the poet Joy Harjo. Bless this land from the top of its head to the bottom of its feet. Bless the eyes of this land, for they witness cruelty and kindness in this land. Bless the ears of this land, for they hear cries of heartbreak and shouts of celebration in this land. Bless the arms and hands of this land, for they remake and restore beauty in this land. Bless the heart of this land on its knees, planting food beneath the eternal circle of breathing, swimming, and walking this land. Bless the destruction of this land, for new shoots will rise up from the fire, floods, earthquakes, and fierce winds to make new this land. Bless the creation of new land, for out of chaos we will be compelled to remember to bless this land. Bless us, these lands, said the rememberer. These lands aren't our lands. These lands aren't your lands. We are this land.
Deep within us, far behind behind us, far beyond us, there is the wisdom, the energy, the power, the sympathy, the calling, if we will but listen, as the ancestors speak. We know within us that there abides the pure essence of those who have gone before us. We call to the ancestors, honoring you, knowing that we can only be a fraction of who we're called to be. And so we call and we honor the allness of our ancestors, the allness of those who have walked before us, from every corner, every measure of this our creation. And so we know that without you we cannot find the fullness of our way forward. And so we call out to our ancestors, and so we call out to and so we call out to you.
An invocation from Elizabeth Alexander. The wind brings your names.
We will never dissever your names, nor your shadows beneath each branch and tree.
The truth comes in on the wind, is carried by water.
There is such a thing as the truth. Tell us how you got over. Say, soul, I look back in wonder.
Your names were never lost, each name a holy word.
The rocks cry out, call out each name to sanctify this place.
Sounds in human voices, silver or soil, a moon, a sorrow song, a keen, a cackle, harmony, a hymnal, handbook, chart, a sacred text, a stamp, an exhortation.
Ancestors, you will find us still in cages, despised and disciplined.
You will find us still misnamed. Here, you will find us despite.
You will not find us extinct. You will find us here, memoried and storied.
You will find us here mighty. You will find us here divine. You will find us where you left us, but not as you left us.
Here, you endure and are luminous. You are not lost to us. Ai Cresalidona, o me ci sabana, Tulu banet, Ai Cresalidona, o me ci sabana, Tulu banet, I trust, I trust, I trust the divine perfection to guide my every step in those moments of unknowingness when I can't figure out the whys and the hows. I trust the divine perfection to guide my every step. I Cresalidona, o me ci sabana, Tulu banet, in those moments of fear, in those moments of tears, in those moments of doubt, I trust for the divine perfection, for the divine perfection, for the divine perfection fills me, surrounds me, guides me, blesses me, forgives me, touches me, and I feel a peace. Oh, I Cresalidona, o me ci sabana, Tulu banet, I trust, 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 I Cresalidona, o me ci sabana, Tulu banet, I Cresalidona, o me ci sabana tulu banet aha.
Ai Kresaladana Sulu Banne Sabana. I trust the divine perfection. I invite you to get into a comfortable position and relax your body. If you feel comfortable, let your eyes close gently. Let your body be soft and your breath be soft. And as you go deeper within, I invite you to bring your attention to the area of your heart. See if you can feel the heart and breath together, as if you can breathe into the heart and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. On the screen of your mind, picture a giant tree, bigger than any tree you have ever seen. This is the world tree, a gateway between the worlds. Imagine the screen of your mind is like a doorway, a portal that you can easily pass through. Now step through and stand before this great tree. Hear the wind in its branches, smell the earth where the roots dig in. Reach out, feel, touch the bark. And as you keep your hands on the bark, hold the intention of finding an ancestor spirit to help you in your part to restore balance to the world. Search in the roots of the tree for an opening, and when you find it, step into this opening, and there you see a light flickering in the distance like a fire. Journey toward that light. As you get closer and closer, you notice that there is a great fire, and around the fire are the spirits of the ancestors. The ancestors are dancing or simply sitting around watching the fire. Wait on the edge of the clearing until one of the ancestors breaks away and comes to join you. This may be a recent ancestor, someone you knew in life, or it may be someone from a more distant past. It may be an ancestor of blood or an ancestor of spirit. If you do not recognize the ancestor, introduce yourself and ask your ancestor guide for any wisdom and guidance about your role in restoring balance to the world. What is your task in these times? What wisdom from older times can help you in your work? What else do you need to do your work in the world. The ancestor may give you a gift to help you in your work, or to help you remember your conversation. Hold that gift and search within yourself to see if you have a gift to offer in return. Thank your ancestor guide for their help and their wisdom. And now return to the opening again and begin your journey through it until you are once again at the base of the world tree. Hold your hands to the bark of the tree and offer thanks for facilitating this journey. Then step back through the screen of your mind and allow yourself to return to this circle. Come back, come back, come back. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinamaditamastु Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
My brothers and sisters who walk this land from the beginning, my brothers and sisters from which this land was taken. Those who talked and walked and lived and served the land long before us truly know the meaning of hallowed ground. We need to be like children and bend our ear towards the earth so that we can hear and feel the energy of those who walked this land long before us, those who knew how to be at oneness with the soil, with the water, with the sky. They who first honored this place that we call of the way. May we bow down to their wisdom and know that is they and they alone who truly understand the meaning of this hallowed ground. My brothers and sisters, First Nation, my brothers and sisters, it is you from which we must learn. It is you whom we must honor. It is you who we must make amends, not in word, but in action, so that we might earn the privilege to utter the words, this our hallowed ground. The divine whisper of Mother, Father, Creator Almighty, guides the whisper of this quiet calling. Brother, sister, First Nation, this your hallowed ground.
Gate 4A by Naomi Shihabnai. Wandering around the Albuquerque airport terminal, after learning my flight had been detained 4 hours, I heard an announcement. If anyone in the vicinity of Gate 4A understands any Arabic, please come to the gate immediately. Well, one pauses these days. Gate 4A was my own gate. I went there. An older woman in full traditional Palestinian embroidered dress, just like my grandma wore, was crumpled to the floor, wailing loudly. "Help," said the flight service person. "Talk to her. What is her problem?" We told her the flight was going to be late, and she did this. So I stooped to put my arm around the woman and spoke to her haltingly. "Shudoa shubidak habibit, stanishwe min fadlik shubit sewi."
The minute she heard any words she knew, however poorly used, she stopped crying. She thought the flight had been canceled entirely. She needed to be in El Paso for major medical treatment the next day. I said, "You're fine. You'll get there. Who's picking you up? Let's call him." We called her son, and I spoke with him in English. I told him I would stay with his mother till we got on the plane, and we would ride next to her, Southwest.
She talked to him. Then we called her other sons just for fun. Then we called my dad, and he and she spoke for a while in Arabic and found out, of course, they had 10 shared friends. Then I thought, just for the heck of it, why not call some Palestinian poets I know and let them chat with her? This all took up about 2 hours. She was laughing a lot by then, telling about her life, patting my knee, answering questions.
She had pulled a sack of homemade mamul cookies, little powdered sugar crumbly mounds stuffed with dates and nuts out of her bag, and was offering them to all the women at the gate. To my amazement, not a single woman declined one. It was like a sacrament. The traveler from Argentina, the mom from California, the lovely woman from Laredo, we were all covered with the same powdered sugar and smiling. There is no better cookie.
And then the airline broke out the free beverages from huge coolers, and two little girls from our flight ran around serving us all apple juice, and they were covered with powdered sugar too. And I noticed my new best friend. By now we were holding hands. She had a potted plant poking out of her bag, some medicinal thing with green furry leaves. Such an old country traveling tradition.
Always carry a plant. Always stay rooted to somewhere. And I looked around that gate of late and weary ones and thoughts, this is the world I want to live in, the sacred world. Not a single person in this gate, once the crying of confusion stopped, seemed apprehensive about any other person. They took the cookies. I wanted to hug all of those other women too. This can still happen anywhere. This can still happen anywhere. Not everything is lost.
Our closing words are from Jan Richardson. Rend your heart. To receive this blessing, all you have to do is let your heart break. Let it crack open. Let it fall apart so that you can see its secret chambers, the hidden spaces where you have hesitated to go. Your entire life is here, inscribed whole upon your heart's walls, every path taken or left behind, every face you turned toward or turned away, every word spoken in love or in rage, every line of your life you would prefer to leave in shadow, every story that shimmers with treasures known and those you have yet to find. It could take you days to wander these rooms, 40 at least. And so let this be a season for wandering, for trusting the breaking, for tracing the rupture that will return you to the one who waits, who watches, who works within the rending to make your heart whole, to make your heart whole.